Hello, I'm back. It's Facebook Live again. I was not able to be with you last week. I had my youngest son had come into town with his fiance for a long weekend, and so we just enjoyed the time with family, and I didn't worry about Facebook Live or anything else. So I'm trying to get back into the groove and back on schedule this week. It's been a challenge. If you aren't from the Little Rock area or haven't heard, we had tornadoes go through last Friday. We are fine. Our house is fine. My oldest son, who lives a little bit, not too far, about 10 minutes away from us, his neighborhood got hit, but his house is fine. They're all fine, but it was rather frightening. So we were without power from Friday afternoon till Sunday evening. And then my son, they got theirs back Monday evening. So we are very thankful. But with no power Sunday, that meant I didn't get anything done Sunday either. So last night I went to Riverdance, so I didn't get anything done last night. So it's been crazy. But we are back. Hey, Betty, welcome. And I have got a card for you tonight. I'm just getting this shared to my group in case somebody is looking for it there. But we are playing with retiring products tonight. Hang on, I can't talk and click on my laptop at the same time. Almost there. So I have made it through my spring mini catalog and have marked everything that is retiring here, which is always sad. You know, you're like, oh, I love that. But they always come out with more wonderful new things. So I have learned not to be too sad because there will be something great coming out in the next catalog. So I've gone through and marked all of this. And I'm working on getting through the annual catalog because we've got the list for both of those. And there are some things that are on sale. There are some stamp sets that are 60% off. So I'll try and start sharing some of that with you as I'm getting back into the groove. But tonight we are playing with this Love Cats stamp set. So it's this one here. And it's got like a Valentine kind of theme, but you can use them. They don't have to be just Valentine cards. And so this layout, I pretty much copied. I may have used different embossing folders, but it was from Stamp Happy Cards. I saw it on Instagram and just saved the screenshot of it because I thought it was really cute and what a nice way to showcase some of the embossing folders. So this stamp set is retiring. These three colors are retiring. So this is Pale Papaya, Mint Macaron, and Polished Pink. So the Pale Papaya and Polished Pink are in colors that we expected to go away. The Mint Macaron is one of our settles that is going away. They're doing a color refresh, it's called. So they're getting rid of some even core colors and bringing in some brand new colors, bringing back some colors that had gone away before. And so I'll try and share some of that too as I get a chance. But I kind of wanted to share some of the retiring stuff tonight. The other things, 3 things that are retiring are these embossing folders. So the first one is the Gingham embossing folder. That's the one I used on the bottom here for the Polished Pink. The Hive, which I really like this one. That was the one I used on the top with the Pale Papaya. And then my favorite, I am so sad this is going. This is the Brick and Mortar. This is such a nice folder. It's just a great background for a lot of things. And that was on the Mint Macaron. So those are retiring. So I'll bring it a little closer so you can see. So stamp set, colors, and embossing folders all retiring. And as of when I checked this afternoon, all of that was still available. So let's get started. Well, before we get started, let me tell you just a couple things. Every week when I do a Facebook Live, then on my blog, not long after the live is over, I will put the dimensions of everything that I used on the card. So if you want to recreate this or something similar, if you just want to copy the layout, you'll have the dimensions there on my blog. And then also everybody that comments on this video on Facebook will be in the drawing to win this card next week. So last time I was live, we made this card with a tropical leaf stamp set, and I will And it's a bundle. It's got a punch that punches out that leaf. And I will tell you at the end of this video, if I can remember, who won that card. All right, so now I think we're ready to get started here. So let's do our stamping, at least of our cat. So this is one of my favorite dies. This is the Stylish Shapes dies, and I'm just using Memento. And if you didn't hear, you know, I told you not to be sad, but there are a few things that I am sad about. One of them is our Stamparatus is going away. It's already gone, actually. So it was just while supplies last. So normally I would do this on my Stamparatus because then I could stamp it twice and get a nice dark image. But I will show you another little trick. So if this doesn't come out as dark as we want, for some reason his face never comes out as dark as you want. Right there on his body. All right, so let me make sure I'm where you can see it. So I am going to just kind of hold it there for a minute. I'm going to cover this up before I make a mess. Let that ink soak in. But it may still not be as dark and rich as I would like. So let's see. Did we get lucky? Oh no, that's even worse than when I did it before. And I just re-inked this. So if you get it like that and you're not happy with it, then you can use our basic black blend and just color it in. Now I'm going to color not too close to the edge with the thick. And then I'll go back with the thin tip and do, like, I want to be really careful around his eyes. Okay, let's go ahead and change over to the thin before I make a mistake. And there are little dots up there, but because the whole thing didn't stamp real dark, I decided not to worry about the little dots that are on his back. Now, if you have the Stamparatus, if you were lucky enough to get it while it was available, then you could just do this on the Stamparatus and just stamp it multiple times. And then you would have a nice dark cat. But this works too. If you don't have the Stamparatus, you can do this. And there. Now we have a nice dark kitty cat. Nice black kitty cat. All right, so let's bring our other pieces over. They don't want to be picked up. And so I've got just a piece of basic white. Oh, good grief. That I'm going to put all of my embossed images on. And because they are embossed, I will use my liquid adhesive. It just gets in those little crevices better. And I just left a little bit of space in between. And one more. I am sad to see this honeycomb one go too. It's a fun one. All right. And then we can put this on our card base. So this is thick whisper or basic white. So when you're doing a white card base, you want to be sure you use the thick. And this we can just use our regular adhesive because it's not, let's see if I can, it's almost running out, but I think we'll make it for this card. So we'll just center that on there. And then our cat, bring him back in. we'll put him on with dimensionals. So when it's a circle, I usually just put one at the top and then two. I just evenly space them or close to it. So this is a super, oh, we forgot one thing, didn't we? We forgot to stamp our sentiment. That's right, we can still do that. So we'll put him down here. I put him more on the colored cards so he would show up better. All right, so our sentiment is from another stamp set. I didn't want to do a Valentine card, and I wanted to do happy birthday. So it is from, the happy birthday is from this Best Day stamp set that is also retiring, but it's just a nice happy birthday. So we'll use our memento again. We'll just stamp it. Hopefully I can do it straight. It's always a challenge when I'm got the camera right where I would normally be looking. Not bad. All right, so let's not smear that since we've got everything else done. And then one more thing that's retiring are these champagne rhinestones. And these are, they're kind of a peachy color, champagne, I guess, color. But they really will go with a lot of different things. So let's put, I think I'm going to do these just a little bit different than I did. I think I'm going to put the other ones out here maybe. Let's see if we like that better. Whoops. So this is a take your pick tool. If you don't have one of these, they're great for putting on embellishments like this. Makes it so easy. There we go. Now that we've got our sentiment on there. So there's our card. Like I said, quick and easy. And when I emboss these strips, the embossing folders are big enough that you can do several of these strips at a time. So if you want to make a whole bunch of cards like this, you don't have to emboss them separately. Just put 4 or 5 in the folder and emboss them all at once. All right. So the dimensions will be on my blog shortly. And then the winner of this card that I made 2 weeks ago is Betty. So I will get that to Betty. She will get that fun tropical leaf card. And everybody that comments on this video will be in the drawing for this next week. Oh, I forgot. I did have a couple other cards to show you with this Love Cats. So this one is just using a bunch of circles behind it. And then this is some of the gingham and the country floral. I think this was in a swap, like a shoebox swap that somebody did. All right. I think that is it for tonight. I will try and get back in the groove of getting stuff out on Facebook for you and back in the groove of doing videos every Wednesday. So I should see you next Wednesday, and we'll probably look at some more stuff that's retiring. I don't want you to miss out on something if there's something that you want that's going to be going away at the end of the month. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. Bye.